video done before I have to start my online classes in like 15 minutes. So let's see if we can wrap this up. We are finishing our talk on the Umbrella Academy season 2, and man, did it not disappoint. Everyone's getting to trying to get together so they can fix this end of the world business. Everyone's kind of spread out, kind of together. It kind of seems like relationships might be back to where they were in season 1. It might not be. I want to say for this, number 5 is doing what he's been doing, trying to end the world, and he's been committed to that for the whole 2 seasons so far, and he's one of the best serial killers out there. So him and Luther goes, and Ashley goes, try to find the old number 5, because they tried to, after they picked up number 5 and the handler talking, he went to go kill the old board members, the fish guy with the fish head, and she said that she would help him go back to 2019 and the apocalypse would happen in both times. So he ended up doing that for her, and she gave him a briefcase and only had 90 minutes. Now he had to go around the city to find all his siblings in 90 minutes and make sure they get to that spot so they can go back in time to 2019. Hard stuff, no? Yes. So everyone's all spaced out trying to get together. Klaus is dealing with him and Ben, because Ben just figured out that he can go inside, he can possess Klaus's body pretty much. So Klaus has been trying to stay awake so that doesn't happen, and eventually he gives in, which is I think it's nice, because we get to see Ben gets to talk to Diego. He even gets to talk to Vanya, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. But he gets to talk to Diego, and they get to have their little brother moment. For like him and Klaus has been best friends the whole 2 seasons, even all the bickering. That's what siblings do, they bicker, but they've been like best friends, and it was kind of sad to see how this ends. But we also get to see Allison and the 2 brothers who are left alive, still trying to kill them, right? So they're looking for Diego, because the handler told them that Diego pretty much did it, lied and said Diego did it, right? Killed the other brother. So he's trying to look for them. So then they come to try to kill Allison and her husband as they're getting their last moments in, because she's telling him that she has to leave, and she kind of wants him to go with him, but he's like, no, like, I belong in the 60s, which Vanya did with the girl that she's living with. She's like, this is where I belong, and it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to go, which is true. Like, y'all messing up key minor things, and it's going to affect 2019, even if you say the apocalypse. So leave them people where they at. I'm sorry, I know you love them, but you gotta move on, honey. It is what it is. So they come in and try to kill Allison, right? He stuck in her throat. I'm like, why does girl keep getting her neck hurt? Like, Vanya done slashed the girl's throat, and this guy done in her throat, so she can't rumor nobody for a little bit of time. What she ended up doing was she ended up rumoring the brother to kill the other brother, and that freaked him out so much that he just like trying to kill her. And then in doing that, he almost cut off his own arm, because he's like, I killed my brother, I don't deserve this arm. But he sat back and think about it, like, it's her fault. It's the handler's fault that my brothers are dead, because she kept giving me these missions to go kill all of them, and if I wouldn't have had to kill all of them, my brothers would be alive. So that was gonna be his last mission, right? Who else? Luther's not as annoying as he was in season 1, but he's still annoying the fuck out of me. I'm sorry, in the beginning he was being a little biatch to me. He was annoying, but he is not as annoying, because I guess he finally figured, like, Allison moved on, it's time for him to do the same. I felt like y'all not doing nothing. It's like, will they, won't they at this point? Oh, Lila, she's still in love with Diego. She even though after finding out that she is the handler's daughter, she was like crazy, like, I'm gonna give you a job working here around me, so I don't gotta kill you, because her mama's gonna eventually get her killed, right? So she's like, I'm gonna have him work on me. So then the fish tried to go and help them, to Lila could see that it's her fault that her parents are dead the handler's fault. But the handler pretty much said that no, it's number 5's fault. And then the fish guy is the one that sent out the hit, right? So she's like, that's gonna be my last thing. It's like, I'm coming to kill number 5. And honey, when we find out that she has powers, I was stuck in my seat like, what? She can mimic the powers of all of them. So that already makes her better than all of them. And she can do it better than all of them. So she can just mimic all. So it made sense because in the episode when her and 5 was fighting, she kept like zipping around the room, and I was like thinking to myself, like, how is she able to do that? Like, move around the room so fast? It's because she was mimicking his powers, and she can't do them all at the same time. And I think they have to have done it first, I think, in front of her in order for her to be able to do it too. So that's also like one downside, is like you can't do all the powers at once, but it's still Bombay at that point, because when Vanya was like crushing all those field agents that tried to come kill her, she was like, boom, I'm gonna do it back to y'all. Won't. So Lila is on this mission to kill number 5 because she thinks, well, he did kill her. Like, he ended up like, yeah, I killed your parents, but it's because the handler told me to. And the handler knew that she was a part of. Lila is originally a part of the babies that in season 1, with like how the story starts. In season 1, the babies have all born at the same time, on the same day, on the same year. He's trying to figure out who had powers and whatnot. And I'm kind of thinking, like, did he impregnate these ladies? And that's why he was like, yeah, that's how it was gonna go. But we did see in season 1 how that girl just mysteriously just became pregnant, so that's kind of rolled out too, right? But yeah, so she's one of the kids that was had powers. So Diego was like, does that make us biological, or just like, you know, like, no, sir, y'all not related at all. Different mommies, different daddies, probably. Y'all not related at all, so far as can be seen. But she ended up finding out that the handler is the one that put out the hit for her parents because she wanted Lila for herself. And the little boy Holden, who Vanya has been taking care of, remember how he died pretty much when he was drowned, and she brought him back to life? That girl done gave him some of her powers, and I knew that's what was gonna happen. That girl done puffed life into him, and she puffed life into him, right? Some of her life. She remembered everything that happened to her. She almost caused doom days again, but luckily they all was there to save her. And more importantly, Ben too, he was able to reach to her and actually talk to her and had a heart-to-heart moment. And that's what I'm saying, like, the only other sibling have a heart-to-heart moment with her, and I thought that was really beautiful. I just thought it was really cute, and he kind of went to the light, it seems like, after that. And so the little boy has powers too, because we kind of see, like, when Vanya would get shocked or, you know, get harmed or any kind of thing, he would do it at the same exact time, and they connection was so strong that they understand what each other was feeling. So the handler saw that this little boy had powers, so we kind of thought that she left him alone, but we don't know what happened, because at the end of this, when the mom was like, no, I don't want Holden to go follow you, because I do love you, but that would put us at risk of always having to watch her back, always having to be on the run or worried about something, and she don't want that life. You don't want that type of life for your kid, which is understandable. But we see that Holden's in the car making shit float, so we're like, what's up with that? And then we find out that the dad is actually an alien. That man done took off his mask, and then we saw the back of the head, we didn't see the front, but we know that he ain't from here. He ain't from here, honey. He ripped those men to shreds. So, after the people 5, before they went to 2019, they all died. And I'm like, how are they gonna get out of this, right? Like, everyone's dead. But 5 actually listened to what his father was saying about how seconds can matter so much than time jumping hours ahead or decades ahead. Like, seconds is all very important in anything. So he was able to reverse time in seconds before they died, and was able to stop the handler from shooting everybody and killing everybody in there. Boom. Great, safe. Well, Lila got away in a different briefcase, but the handler's dead, so that's great. So they were able to jump into 2019, and when they did, it was completely different. It was not the Umbrella Academy no more. It was the Sparrow Academy, and Ben is back alive. And they're looking at them like, who the fuck are y'all? Like, what? So that's just where it ends, all right? And we're like, oh my god, what did they do in the time frame? Like, that messed up everything. Like, it's just like, I cannot wait for season 3. I cannot begin to tell you how I love this show. It's so amazing. I give it a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So amazing. So much. The plot was great. I love the plot from season 1 to season 2. Action. I was so interested in season 1 and season 2. After season 1, shows usually like take a dive. Like, it's like some episodes are good, some episodes isn't good. But in this season, every single episode was good. Like, I was like drawn into every single episode, and I fucking loved it. I love all the characters. I love how they progressed it. I like how they made me hate Luther a little bit less. I like how they made me love Vanya a little bit more. I still love Klaus as my number 1. He's still my guy. Diego, I liked him a little bit better too. He was still a little harsh to Vanya, but he wasn't as harsh as he was in season 1. They got better. So I'm telling you, like, these characters start to get likable. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do for season 3. I'm really hoping that there's a season 3. So if you guys watch this show and you love it, let me know below, okay, guys? Because we should talk about this. Okay? Bye, guys.